This man starved his dog for 10 days. The reason was to send him to fight the demon in the woodshed. Hearing the dog's screams should have given him the upper hand. At this point the owner realized that this was not the way to play it. He calls the dog from outside the house. The camera looks forward. The door of the house is slowly opened. A dog's head is thrown out. The dog can't beat the demon. Then let's run for our lives. When he gets to the kitchen, pulled open the drawer, and picks up a small knife. He's going to get rid of the demon in the cabin. Making all this noise, Mark's grandfather came over at the sound. When he came in, he scolded him all over the place. Mark was quick to explain that there was a monster in the cabin. It had eaten the dog. The grandfather was stunned. He whistled and called for the dog. When the dog didn't respond, he looked at Mark with a knife-like look. Then the two of them grabbed their weapons and went to settle the score with the monster. Arriving in front of the cabin, looking at what was left of the dog, the old man was instantly furious. He cursed at the monster in the house. He told the monster to get out of the house. After seeing no movement in the house, the old man couldn't wait any longer. He came to the wooden house. He opened the door with his left hand, with a pipe in his hand. He rushed in. The next second, there was a scream from the cabin. Mark plucked up the courage to pull open the door. Looking at his grandfather, who was covered in blood, Mark tried to pull him out, but he was dragged in by the monster. Frightened and dumbfounded, Mark, rushing to pick up a stick from the floor and jam it against the door. Then he grabbed a dog chain and wrapped it around the door. Don't let the monster get out. Back in the room, Mark hurriedly opened the fridge. He grabbed a beer and drank it in one gulp. Looking out the window at the cabin, he didn't feel safe, so he used steel nails to seal the cabin securely and made sure it was secure. That's when he felt relieved. By the morning of the second day, the monster woke up from his sleep. Mark decided to take revenge on the monster. With a 40-meter long bat, he headed for the cabin.